Hey everyone, so today I'm going to do a tattoos and piercings video. I have 4 tattoos and then I do not have all my piercings in because I usually don't wear earrings anywhere else but this one. But I will be talking about them from the first ones I got to the last one to the most recent ones. So I'm going to start with my piercings. The first one I got was this first hole and I got it when I was 12. I was actually really scared to get my ears pierced. The first time I tried to get my ears pierced was about 8 and I chickened out and didn't do it. So when I was 12 years old, I decided to go get it done and I finally got it done. And then about 4 months later, I got my second done. My friend had it, so I was like, I really want it. So she went with me. We got those pierced. And then I had this cartilage done actually 2 times. The first time I got it done, I was probably about 15, and it got infected and swollen and just blood all the time, so I had to take it out. I actually had a huge keloid on the back of that one. And then the second time around I got it pierced was actually just a few months ago, probably about 4 or 5 months ago, and I had it in and it was fine. Like, it healed correctly this time. But I had an MRI and I thought I had to take it out, so I took it out without asking them if I had to take it out, and I really didn't, so I just kept it out. I really didn't want to put it back in, so I'm probably never going to get that re-pierced again. And then my most recent is my industrial bar. I got that done about 4 or 5 months ago because I got the cartilage and the industrial piercing like really close together. This is my favorite piercing. I have not changed it yet, and I'm probably never going to because I love this bar. When I got it done, I was really scared because I had been watching a lot of YouTube videos about how, people's bled, it had bad keloids, they couldn't sleep on it, they had to take it out because it got infected. So I was really scared to get this one pierced, but I ended up doing it, and it was actually the best healing process I've ever had. I mean, I slept on it the night after I got it done, and the only problem I had with it was I had a big keloid right above this one, but I ended up hitting my ear in an accident and it made it go away. So I do not have a keloid anymore, and it's completely healed. It doesn't give me any more problems. Sometimes it does get caught in your hair, so if you have long hair and you're thinking about like getting it pierced, just be very careful because it will get wrapped around your hair, and sometimes you even have to cut the hair out from around it. I had to do that once, but it really hasn't given me a problem since. And that is the last piercing I have, and probably that's all I'm gonna get ever. Now on to my tattoos. I have 4 tattoos, as I said in the beginning of this video. I have the first one I got is this one, and it says love, and I got that one for a lot of personal reasons. I had depression. I still have it, but I had a big bout of depression, and after I was out of that and feeling a lot better, I decided to get it because it reminds me every day that my family loves me, my friends love me. I have a boyfriend that loves me, and it's a really good reminder every day, and I love this tattoo. The tattoo shop that I go to is amazing. My second tattoo is actually on my ankle, so I'm going to show you a picture of it because it's really hard for me to get my ankle up here. So this is a picture of my tattoo, and it says MGM, and I get a lot of people asking me if it's for MGM Studios, and no, it is not for MGM Studios. My grandmother passed away my senior year of high school, and before she passed away, I got this tattoo, and she always signed her emails as MGM, which is, originally stood for Mom and Grandma, but I make it stand for my grandmother, and I got it right before she died, so she did get to see it. And my grandmother and I were very close. She lived here for about 5 years before she died, and we spent basically every day together. So it was very hard when she died, but I have that on my foot to remind me that she's always with me. And then my next tattoo is this cross. And funny story. So I got this at a house at 2 o'clock in the morning, and yes, it was a professional. They did do it right. They had, the proper gun, the proper needles. They were packaged. They weren't unsanitary. Huge tip. Please, 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 before you get a home tattoo, you make sure that every needle is sterilized. It's still in the package. You make sure that they're doing it right, because you can get into very, very, very sticky situations if you let someone do a home tattoo. So make sure, if you are going to do that, that you make sure that everything's clean and everything, and they know what they're doing, because you do not want to end up with a bad tattoo. So my final tattoo that I have right now, which I'm definitely getting more, is this one. And it says Semper Fidelis. And that is a Marine term. My best friend is in the Marines, and we have been best friends for a very long time. She's like a sister to me. She decided our senior year that she was going to go into the military, so I decided to get a tattoo just to, so I can remember, all the memories we've had together, and I have it on my arm. The tattoo artist that did this was amazing. I'm definitely going to have him do most of my tattoos, and he actually hand drew this because I showed him what I wanted, because I originally just wanted like a flower, because there's a rose, and then I didn't really know, how to coordinate the words, and he did it perfectly, and I really loved the job that he did. Now I'm going to do a pain scale. My first one out of 0 to 10 was probably like a 2. It really honestly did not hurt that bad. I thought it was going to hurt way worse than it did, but it didn't. My tattoo on my finger would have to be a 5, because that was literally, I could feel it on my bone, and it hurt so bad. I'm probably not going to get another finger tattoo, because that hurt so bad. That was one of the worst pains. But it wasn't like, I was crying or anything. It was just pretty bad. Then the one on my ankle was probably, I would have to say like a 2, because that one really didn't hurt. And I know a lot of people say like the ankle is really painful, but this one was surprisingly not that painful. And then the one on my arm, I would have to say a 3. Even though it took them like an hour and a half and they had to go over and over stuff that they've already done, it was painful, but it wasn't as much as I expected. Like, it wasn't really that painful, because, you got a lot of meat in this area. So I am planning on getting more tattoos, so when I get those, I will do another video, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!